Welcome back, everyone, to our playthrough of the career mode here in NASCAR Heat 2. So here we are. We've got our another hot seat offer, this time from a 5-star Xfinity team. It's going to be in the 11 car, the leaf filter car that many of us are familiar with in the Xfinity series. So we're looking to pilot this 11 car to a top 8 finish at Iowa. Again, as I mentioned at the end of the previous video, absolutely love the Iowa track. And it is one of my favorite to race in this game against the AI. They give you the bottom groove, which is both good and bad. The good part is the bottom groove in the corner, you can get a lot of speed and get through the corner very quickly. However, the bad part is you really don't get to let the car drift up off the corners closer to the wall. They're taking that away from you, and that limits the amount of speed you can carry on the straightaway. So it's a give and take type thing there. You can be better than them through the corners, but you're worse than them on the straightaways. The good thing for us is we got a 5-star car, so we should have the good horsepower that we need to get the speed we need. We'll just have to see what we can do on the totality for the race. We need a top 8 finish. This ought to be fun. Let's head to the racetrack. All right, folks, we are green at Iowa. Let's see what we can get done. Remember, we need a top 8 finish. Let's see what the AI are going to do here. They're giving me this bottom as predicted. All right, so far so good. All right, I'm trying to give them as much room as I can. Oh, okay, just come right down on me there if you want. That's the things I worry about. We ran into that at Pocono in our last race. Wow. Oh, good gracious. Okay, I'm getting run over from behind now. All right, now I seem to be in the middle. I don't want to be in the middle at all. All right, let's try to manage this best we can. Stay off of everybody, and hopefully everybody will stay off of us. All right, I think we're clear. Just trying to get underneath the 28 car here. Oh, good gracious. Too many cars for not enough room. This looks like this is going to... Oh, my goodness. This is not good. This looks like this may end up being demolition derby. You can see that. I mean, there's a car. Oh, good gracious. Everybody is on and off. Oh, now we've got a spinner right in the middle of the track. I'm going to go low. Yeah, this is just demolition derby. Okay, this is not the Iowa I remember. Maybe this is the same Iowa, and I'm just remembering it wrong. Ooh, 28 car. In all reality, I should have dumped him right there because he was darting right in front of me on the corner entry. Okay, so much for trying to run an entire race without touching anyone. These guys are all over the place. Oh, now I've gotten run over from behind. Good gracious alive. Somebody just punted me going into the corner there. These guys are all over the place. Oh, I see a wreck in front of us. They're about 5 wide on the front straightaway now. Wow. This is unreal. We're just trying to survive at this point, folks. 32 laps, and they were 5 or 6 wide on the front straightaway the last time through. Oh, here we go again. Oh, more wrecks. This is absurd at this point. All right, they're now taking the bottom. I don't know if this was part of their most recent update or what, but now they're taking the bottom around the track, which is fine. Just completely unexpected. Obviously, just like me, they can run wherever they want to. Woo, really loose there. That was all me. Getting loose, not them. Let's run up high a little bit. Maybe if nothing else, even if we don't make up any positions up here, maybe we'll be able to say that... Nope, never mind. I was going to say, at least we can say that the AI are behaving. It's going to be hard for me to run up there right now. I'm going to have to quit straddling that spot right in the middle of the track where the banking changes, if nothing else. All right, Elliott Sadler, surely you're not going to behave like the rest of these guys. All right, we are somehow up to 6th position. I have no idea how. As many times as we've been run over and had to get hard on the brakes and all that was going on, I'm not sure how we ended up making up all these spots, but here we are. And somehow we're also running the high side. So we're up to 3rd. This is actually quite hilarious. We're up to 3rd right now on lap 12 from the back. All right, let's take a few laps here and just try to get the hang of this. All right, we're coming up on Brendan Gaughan in a hurry. He was running the very bottom. Good to see it. Must have been part of the update. I know they mentioned, I finally got a chance to read the release notes, and it mentioned that they had made some adjustments to the AI at some of the tracks. Of course, it didn't go into detail, at least not in the version of the patch notes that I was looking at. Didn't go into detail as to what they changed and how they changed it, but just that they changed the AI behavior at some of the tracks. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out going forward. This looks to have been one of those tracks. All right, we are now past Brendan Gaughan and into 2nd position, and we are just shy of halfway through this race somehow. We are in some nice, clean track, and oh boy, is that a needed thing right now. After the chaos from the first probably 10 laps, 8 or 10 laps of this race. Try to get down here a little bit. Don't want to get too low. There's that spot where the banking drops off and flattens out. If you get down on that with the left sides, it'll de-wedge the car. And is an almost certain spin out. Oh my goodness, he stopped. Wow. The 3 car just stopped coming off the corner. And I thought we were going to run him flat over. Luckily we were able to avoid him, and so here we go. We are in the lead. Now let's see if we can stretch it out. Stay up here sort of in the middle. Trying to stay off of that transition for the banking though. It's hard because that's really in a natural spot for the car to run. You have to hit it again. I've hit it pretty much every corner, so I'm going to have to either get way below it or way above it. For now, I'm going to try to get below it. Not working out all that well, but good news for us is the number 3 in 2nd position seems to be disappearing in our mirror, getting smaller and smaller. Let's click on the A button a couple times here. And he's 1.6, 1.7 seconds out right now. See if that continues to grow. So far, so good. We're going to hit some lap traffic pretty soon. And the only bad thing about this particular display setting is I don't know what lap. I have to wait until we get back to the start-finish line every time to get an update on how many laps there are to go. Right now, we're going to be coming to 10 laps to go, which means that more than likely we're going to get to these guys in front of us. those are likely going to be the guys that we started around. Alright, so we're cruising right along. You can see in the top left-hand corner that our lead over the number 3 car of Ty Dillon is continuing to grow. So I'm not really pushing the car to get maximum speed. I'm basically just trying to run a comfortable pace. Not really worried about lap time. In fact, I don't even know what my lap times are. I haven't been paying attention. Right now, I'm mainly focused on these guys in front of me, trying to see where they're running, how fast I'm catching them, where I need to anticipate passing them, that kind of stuff. All right, let's take it easy through here. Try to stay out of the wall if we're running on the high side. It's always nice. Easier said than done here. Woo. Get that divider there. And got really loose. I'm gonna have to start paying a whole lot of attention because I just continually hit it. Here again. Uh-oh. Jeez. This is another reason why, as weird as this looks without caution flags on, this is another reason why I don't want to run caution flags. We would have been, well, I think we'd have run most every lap under caution in this race had I had caution flags. And I'm not interested in that. I have been in too many races against the AI, as well as online races, where it seems like you spent half the race under the caution flag, and I have zero interest in doing that. So we'll just let the these guys are coming right up in front of us. We'll just let the cars fall where they may without caution flags on here. Guys all over the track doing weird things. The guys that are just immediately off the throttle on the straightaway for no reason. All right, so they're 3 wide in front of me. I'm just going to back out of this for now. I'm trying to ease my way through this. Let's try to find it. Because, again, top left-hand corner, you can see the second place car not getting any closer to us. So there's no reason for us to make it 3 and 4 wide trying to pass on these guys. Nobody's catching us, so there's no rush. In fact, if you watch how far behind us Ty Dillon is, you'll see every once in a while it's almost like he has to stop on the track. So as slow as I feel like we're running right now, I'm going to slow way down. These guys are making some really erratic moves across the track, and I don't want any part of it. Ty Majeski in front of us. He looks to be one of the contenders going forward in NASCAR. If you haven't heard of him already, you probably will in the next year or so. 7.4 seconds ahead right now. So we're cruising right along. Oh, look at me. Got so caught up in the AI. Completely forgot that was the last lap. So somehow we outlast these guys and come home with another victory. That was odd. To say the least, that was very odd behavior that I saw from you. I don't remember seeing that in the past. Maybe it was there, and because I was on the bottom the whole time, it just wasn't as noticeable to me. Maybe that's what it was. However, I didn't like it. I don't like it when the AI do things that are very unnatural. And that's what I saw in this. I mean, wrecks happen, contact happens in real life all the time. So that's not the issue for me. It's when they do these very, very weird activities and behaviors on the track. All right, so now let's take a look at the big picture here in the Xfinity series. That was a ride with a 5-star team. So we had all of the horsepower is essentially what that means, and all the grip that comes along with that. We now have 3 wins in the Xfinity series. Can we scroll up? No, we can't scroll. I was going to see if we could scroll up to the top of the point standings here and see who has the most victories. We got to be in line for that. If we don't have the most victories in the Xfinity series, we got to be close with 3 wins. And somehow we're middle of the pack in the point standings, having run only, what, maybe a third of the races? 4th, something like that. All right, so here's our trophy, a hard-earned trophy. Getting through all of that mess, yeah, a hard-earned trophy here at Iowa. All right, we had the fastest lap, 23.3. That's nothing to write home about. That's not gonna make your mama proud, that's for sure. But we did get the victory, and that should make your mama proud. All right, let's head back to the main menu and let's see what is coming up next time. All right, so nice job with that top 8 finish today. We'll keep you in mind for a ride next season. Thank you very much. We'll take our 120 grand. Very nicely done. So now we get our first, I believe this is our first tweet from Junior. 10,000 fans, you're becoming a star. That's pretty awesome. Knee Pit Gaming Nation. That gives me ideas when I see stuff like that. So we have the Knee Pit Gaming Nation at 10,000 fans. So we've now crossed 2,000 subs on the channel, so it gives us something to work for. Maybe once we reach 10,000 subs, we'll be the Knee Pit Gaming Nation. How about that? So, all right, here we go. Our next race will be at Michigan. So we've had a couple of interesting ones. We had Pocono, which was weird to say the least, but we had a good finish. We came away with a good finish there. Then we go back to Iowa, a track that we've run a few different times now in both regular season as well as the hot seat offers. Had a great run there, although the AI were completely bonkers there. And now we're ready for Michigan, a track that we absolutely dominated with ease in our introductory season. So now it's time to go back and let's see what happens this next time. But of course, that's going to be in our next video. For now, thank you very much for joining me in our playthrough of the career mode here in NASCAR Heat 2.